Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Health. Save the planet, baby. One banana at a time. Anyway, this is more current events. As you know, my doctoral dissertation in nutrition was on pitching, and I developed a foolproof way of throwing baseballs at alarming rates and never hurting the arm. Never hurting the arm. Now, if I could not guarantee the velocity, the last sentence, never hurting your arm, would be worth billions to everybody. Because all these pitchers, every single one of them, has been under the knife. Sometimes back as early as middle school. These kids are getting surgery on their arms at an alarming rate. Okay? And again, I found a way to circumvent that. Even at my advanced age, with this really meager athletic skills at this point. I was a pretty good athlete in high school. I probably could have gone D1 baseball back in high school. But I'm not Jake deGromm. I'm not, Max Scherzer. I'm not Jason Verlander by any means. And I could throw legitimately 90 miles an hour, hundreds of balls every single day and never hurt my arm. Now, when I say never hurt my arm, I'm saying not only am I not getting surgery or anything like that, guys, I am not even stiff and sore the next day. I can literally go out with very little warm-up and do it again. All right? Now, I seem to be the only one in the world that knows how to do that. All right? It all came from my trumpet playing, believe it or not, compression and all that sort of stuff. But that's for a different video. That's for a different video on my trumpet channel. But that's where it came from. If you get the stress and transfer the stress through kettlebells and whatnot and hyper-irradiation and have strength, flexibility, and endurance to the max, but transfer the stress of the throwing off the arm and to the legs, the trunk, the core, the shoulders, and all that sort of stuff to muscle groups that are better suited to take that strain. Guys, I'm telling you, not only do I not get hurt, I don't even get a sore arm. I don't even get a stiff arm. All of you that's watching this at some point or another have probably worked out at some point. Okay? And let's just say you haven't worked out for a while, or this is your first time doing kettlebells, or first time lifting weights or something. Guys, you wake up the next day and you're stiff and sore. It just happens. Now, these guys that throw once a week, Jake deGromm, a starter, is completely incapacitated for 3-4 days afterwards. The stiffness and the soreness, he couldn't pitch again for another 6 days after his initially start. 3-4 days later, they start working back in and throwing and loosening up and everything, so they're ready to go the next time. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Now, Jake deGromm, now I'm a big Mets fan, and I have nothing against the kid. This is not a hate speech, or 32 years old, I'm calling him a kid. Well, all the more reason, guys, I'm old enough to be his father, and I don't get hurt, and he does. Now, he throws harder than me. There's no question about it. But relative to our age, relative to our size and strength, and relative to our athletic ability, he should not be breaking down. Now, that is the problem. He went free agent, and he has a good pitcher that does not get hurt, a good starting pitcher on a 6-day rotation, okay, will pitch anywhere from 32 to 35 starts a year. Back in the day, they used to have 4-day rotations, 5-day rotations, okay? So they can get as many as 45, 50 starts, as little as 20 years ago. It wasn't unusual. Now they're just babying everything, and that's another thing. They never go 9 innings. They're going 6 to 7 innings. Boom, great job. Get out of there. You're not hurt. Oh, whew. Guys, that's absurd. It's absurd. And it never happened 30, 40 years ago. Anyway, the point is, Jake deGromm has been hurt for the last 3 years. He has thrown 37 games in 3 years. He's had surgery, cut several times on his shoulder as well as his elbow. Guys, he's 34 years old, and the Texas Rangers gave him 5 years at $185 million. Now, I don't begrudge anybody anything. And I said deGromm seems like he's one of the good guys, and I don't begrudge certainly anybody making money. But all that does is prove that these guys have no idea how to develop pitchers and keep them healthy. None. The fact that not even a contending team would invest over $30 million a year on a guy that is breaking down dramatically since he was 31, and his contract is going to go to his 39. Guys, he's not going to fulfill. He's going to be in a wheelchair by the time he's 39, if he's pitching at all by the time he's 39. The point is, it seems like, well, there's no question, it seems like, if I have to beat my chest a little bit, I will. I'm the only one that has a protocol that can keep them healthy and keep them throwing at alarming speeds. Now, at his best last year, he was throwing over 100 miles an hour. He topped out at about 103. I really truly think, along with the fact that he can't stay healthy, he's scratching the surface. He should be able to throw 110. Guys, if I can, with my meager abilities and at my age, throw 90, 20 miles an hour more than me? You kidding me? I'm not a great athlete. These guys, even the worst player in Major League Baseball, the absolute worst player on any team in baseball, if we could calibrate that, is one of the best athletes in the top nth degree of athletic achievement in the world. These guys are stupendous athletes. deGromm is like 6'3", about 180. I mean, he's a good 4 or 5 inches ahead. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But I guarantee you, if we got into a little kettlebell competition, riding a bike, running, even though I barely run anymore, strength, flexibility, and endurance, I guarantee you, I can wipe him out. Now, what all these guys are doing, they can probably lift more weights, conventional weights than me. Bench press, squats, all that sort of stuff. But, duh, that is what's getting them hurt, along with a highly inflammatory diet that every single one of them is on. That's it. But I do have a book. I can't find it somewhere. But if any of you are interested, and any of you are college athletes, high school athletes, if you have children, and this goes for women's softball, the same thing. If you want to have unlimited velocity and never hurt your arm, guarantee go D1. Guarantee. Guys, if you can throw 100 miles an hour in high school, you have your pick of any college, and if you want to go pro, you'll be richer than your wildest dreams by your senior prom. That's just the way it works, because these guys cannot. They have no idea how to develop the velocity, and they have no idea how to keep their athletes, their investment, this $185 million investment, they have no idea how to keep them healthy. I can give it to you. $10 book, consultation. Get in touch with me at the video, at the email at the end of this video, RASALAMONE. That is my email as well as my PayPal address. Shoot me $10 and you will have the book today. And if you want a personal consultation, get in touch with me. We can set that up via Skype. All right? All right. Anyway, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables. And make no mistake about it, that is a big part of the protocol. I'll explain in the book. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.